bookworms, I'm Becca, and today I'm coming at you with my November wrap-up and December want to read, which is something that I haven't done in a long time, but I just felt really inclined to do it this month for some reason, so that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I call my current look graduating from college in 2 weeks, and I'm definitely wearing pajama bottoms under this because that's what my life has become. Moving on to the wrap-up. In the month of November, I read 3 books, and I really enjoyed all of them. The first book that I read and did a review on already was The Sacred Lies of Minnow Bly by Stephanie Oakes. This is about a teenage girl named Minnow Bly, and 12 years prior to the book beginning, Minnow's parents follow this man named Kevin into the woods to live out this religion. It's kind of like a cult religion in the woods, and they're called Kevinians because the guy's name was Kevin. That's just how it's gonna go. And Minnow never really believed in this religion. She was always very skeptical. When the book is going on, something happened and Minnow is in a juvenile detention center and she doesn't have any hands. So that was a really unique perspective to read from. I gave this book originally 5 out of 5 stars, but after thinking about it a little bit more, I brought it down to 4 out of 5 stars. Still really loved it, but I wanted a little bit more from the characters. That was it. But yeah, this was really great. I will leave my review linked so that you guys can check that out and hear a little bit more about what I thought about this one. Also this month, I just have the dust jacket. The book is somewhere. I read Remember Yesterday by Pintip Dunn. This book was sent to me by Entangled Teen. Thank you again for sending this to me. They also sent me Forget Tomorrow as part of the booktube tour, and I mentioned I really loved it, so they just sent me this one without me even requesting it, which is pretty rad. If you guys want to send me 1.5, because I know that came out, I would also really enjoy that. Just saying. This is the second book in the Forget Tomorrow series. I don't know how many books it's going to be, but this one took place from the sister's point of view, and I don't really want to spoil anything from the first book. If I say anything else, it will completely spoil it, but the world is really interesting because it's in a near future world where everyone's futures are determined by this technology called future memory. So when you go in on your 18th birthday, I believe, something along that lines, you get a memory from your future self, and that determines like your career path and pretty much your whole life. So I really found the world extremely interesting, and this book, the second one, has a time travel aspect to it. This is the first book that I've ever read that has time travel in it. So that was a really unique reading experience for me, and I really liked this one. I don't remember what star rating I gave it, but if you're interested in me doing a review for this one as well, because I did do a review for Forget Tomorrow, which I'll leave linked somewhere, then let me know and I'll definitely review this book because I really liked it. And the third book that I read this month, I had to give back to the library, but it was Paperweight by Meg Haston. This is about a teenage girl named Stevie who is suffering from an eating disorder. She does not intend on getting better, and now she's in a treatment program for at least 60 days, but she does not plan on finishing out all of those 60 days because in 27 days, it is the 1-year anniversary of her brother's death that she blames herself for, and she is intending on killing herself on that 1-year anniversary. So it was a very difficult book to read. I personally wasn't as triggered by it. I really enjoyed the grieving aspect of it. I've been reading a lot of books where it ends up being about grief, which I find extremely helpful to read, but I know that other people who have been through eating disorders or are currently, you know, battling with their eating disorder have found this book extremely triggering, so keep that in mind if you want to read it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, hands down. The writing was absolutely impeccable. I loved all the characters. it was just a really well-rounded read, and it kept me engaged from start to finish. I've been playing around with doing a review of this, but I haven't decided if I'm going to yet. So if you do want to hear a little bit more about what I thought about it, let me know down below in the comments, and I will write up a review and film that for you guys. Those are all the books that I read in November, so now I'm going to move on to my December want to read. I usually don't do like TBR type videos, but I've been wanting to try out a want to read video again, so that's just what I'm gonna do this month and see how I feel at the end of the month. So the first book that I definitely at least want to finish, because I only have like 100 pages left, is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I started reading this on the plane when I was coming back from Florida, and guys, I am loving it so much. Just everything about this book is really drawing me in, and the subject matter and like the mystery of the adventure that they're on are things that I'm really interested in. So I know that I'm definitely going to want to continue on with this series. Absolutely. This is my signed copy I got at BookCon, but now the cover is kind of getting all wonky. I don't really mind, but I'm really loving it, and I cannot wait to read the rest of the books in this series. It's so good. I also want to give myself a goal of reading a cozy mystery sometime this month. I've been wanting to do it. I wanted to do it in November because that was like the end of the fall season for me, but since I'm going to be having a lot of free time, hopefully, since I'm graduating college, I think a cozy mystery would be a good wintry read as well, and that's really what I want to do. I've been feeling myself falling into a little bit of a slump with not knowing what book to read next, so I'm just gonna feel it out, kind of take it easy this month, I think, and read some things that I'll hopefully really enjoy. So let me know if you've read any of the books that I've read down below in the comments, and we can talk about it together. Also, let me know what books you read in the month of November, and if you have any recommendations for me to pick up during the month of December and January. I'll just throw it out to that point. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below to see more bookish videos. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you next time.